On this video, I'm going to be explaining and sharing with you exactly how to record a sales transaction depending on the types of shipping scenarios that you may have on your reseller spreadsheet. So when it comes to making a sale, regardless of whether it's eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, all these different sites, you have different shipping options and you're going to record those differently depending on what they are. So the first one would be your classic eBay where you sell an item and you charge the buyer shipping. The second would be offering free shipping, meaning you're going to pay out of your own pocket the shipping. You're not going to collect it from the buyer. Third would be places like Poshmark, Mercari, where you have the option to use their own label. And then lastly, what do you do on sites like Poshmark where you offer discounted shipping? It's not the full amount. You offer a discount and you eat some of that cost. So let's go over those four scenarios now and how you record those. I'm going to show you my spreadsheet. It's going to be the premium version, but regardless of which sheet you have, basic, premium, or creator, you're going to record it exactly the same. So let's take a look now. We're going to click over to the inventory tab, and obviously this is all the inventory that I have that's being sold. We've got four scenarios. We'll just start with the first one. And this would be the classic eBay buyer pays shipping. So let's take this hoodie right here. We'll go ahead and pull it in. And again, you're going to copy everything from listed date to cost. Go to the sales tab, find the next available line. And now we're going to paste it right in. We're going to fill in the rest of this information. So for this example, this sold in May 17th on eBay. We've got all this pasted over here on the sales tab. Now we just need to add the sales data. So for this hoodie here, let's say that we sold it for $25 plus $8 shipping, a total of 33 bucks on eBay. Now, just like we do, we're going to enter that in here, and then we're going to go back, add our fees in. Let's say it costs $5 to sell that item, $1 promoted, and then we ship the item and it costs $7.34. We'll add that in. That's pretty simple. That was actually the example I gave you in the tutorial, so you're probably already pretty familiar with that one. That's the first scenario where buyer pays for the item plus shipping. And I would say most people do it that way on sites like eBay. A lot of people don't do free shipping. Now, what do you do when you sell an item on eBay, but you offer free shipping? So let's just take this same exact example. I sold this hoodie on eBay for $25, but this time I had free shipping turned on. So we're going to take away that shipping charge, and this is exactly how you'll set it up. $25 collected, remember, free shipping, and then you've got all of your fees in here and your cost that you paid for the item. So the only difference is the shipping you're obviously paying for, you're not charging the buyer. So your profit's going to go down a little bit because you didn't collect shipping. So that would be how you set up a sale on eBay where you sold the item with free shipping. Now let's take this same example and let's turn it around and say that we sold it on Poshmark. Poshmark's different because they collect the shipping and then pay the shipping themselves based on their agreement with the shipping provider. So you don't actually collect shipping from Poshmark and you don't actually pay shipping. So we'll use this same example. We've got the men's hoodie. Instead of selling on eBay, it's sold on Poshmark. We sold that hoodie for $25. The buyer paid Poshmark their shipping rate. Poshmark paid for it. So we're actually not going to show anything collected on Poshmark for the shipping collected. And we're actually not going to show anything paid for the shipping because we didn't collect or pay the shipping. We didn't do anything with the shipping. Poshmark did. So those are going to be blank. And if you want, you can also just enter a 0 in on those columns. And then, of course, just like you would with transactions, you're going to put the dollar amount that you paid in fees. So for Poshmark, where they charge 20%, that fee is going to be $5. And then, of course, if you sold it promoted, you would add that in there as well. So for a Poshmark transaction where the buyer bought this hoodie for $25, here was our cost. We don't have a shipping fee. Here's our fee. So for this example, we know that Poshmark doesn't really give the buyer or the seller any other option when it comes to shipping. You use Poshmark's shipping and it's all handled outside of the seller. But there are sites out there like Mercari, Depop, Grailed, Facebook, where you have the option. You can either use that platform's specific shipping or you can use your own shipping. So just like we did on Poshmark, if you're choosing to use Mercari's shipping label, you're gonna do this exactly the same way. So if you sell an item on Mercari, and that was a $25 hoodie, you use their label, you're not gonna have a shipping cost, you're not gonna have a shipping collected. Okay, so those are the first three scenarios. The last scenario that I want to show you is discounted shipping, and this is more specifically with sites like Poshmark. I've gotten the question before, like, what do you do when you offer the buyer discounted shipping as an offer, and now that discounted shipping is coming out of your fees, your money? So let's take this example. You've got the Polo Ralph Lauren hoodie. You sold it for $25 on Poshmark, and you offered the buyer, say, $5.95 shipping, discounted shipping. Everything's going to look the same with the exception of you now have, on top of your $5 selling fee, you now have a discounted shipping fee that is an additional fee to you that enticed the buyer to make that purchase. So whatever that fee is, whether you do free shipping or one of their other discounted shipping options, when you go into the Poshmark order and you click on the specifics on the fees and the money, it will show you exactly how much you received and how much was paid out. And there will be lines specifically for your Poshmark selling fee and then your discounted shipping fee. So we already have the platform fee in here. All you need to do is now add the discounted shipping fee. You can do one of two things. You can just add this. You can add this really in the platform fee. You can add it in the shipping cost fee if you want. It doesn't really matter as long as the total of those two things add up to what you paid out to Poshmark. So let's say that your discounted shipping fee was $2.05, and then your Poshmark fee of $5 for selling the item. You can make this $7.05. You're good to go. Or you can take it out there as well. So those are two options for you as long as that discounted shipping fee is accounted for. Okay, so those are the four scenarios. Hopefully that clears up how I record and how you can record those transactions based on what platforms you're selling on and the way that you're selling those items via shipping. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to help you on anything that may come up. Thanks so much for watching this video.